Why, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to part two of, I guess, like, the, the Sumeru Archon quest that we're currently playing. Hey guys, I'm back. What am I doing? Hold on a second. Am I streaming on a Monday? That's unheard of. That is straight up unheard of. Pep doesn't do that. Well, apparently, yes, today. Because, I mentioned this in the previous stream last week, but I've heard this quest is a tad bit of a long one, which I guess is typical now for Archon quest. And, quite frankly, after spending way too long on Nodcry, I would rather finish the quest, you know? And not take an absolute eternity doing so. So might as well just go ahead and start, you know? Yeah. So that's the plan. As for what I'm expecting in this quest, I guess in like the section of it, I really hope that we're gonna be interacting with and talking to, or just anything to do with Pantalone. Because genuinely, guys, I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Like, I have actually, absolutely zero idea. Like, most of the time with the Genshin streams, I have a vague idea of what we're doing. I have a vague idea here and there. But, like, right now, I got nothing. I literally got nothing. So, yeah. We last left off with meeting Pantalone, although the Traveler, the Traveler doesn't know it's Pantalone, and he's wearing, like, a little hood, but it's obviously, that's him. Okay, come on, that's J. Michael Tatum. That's obviously him. Well, like, yeah, I'm assuming that, we're going to be chasing after this guy, is what I'm hoping. Because, like, okay, we know the person who is behind this weird Irminsul stuff, and hopefully we're gonna be chasing him down. And because it's Pantalone, hopefully it has stuff about him. I hope so. Please, 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 please. I am begging, or else I made that thumbnail for nothing. So, yeah. Other than that, yeah, no, it's like I said, I got nothing, guys. I literally got nothing other than just, I guess we just go ahead and start. But before anything, I just need one little thing. Just hold up. Just hold up. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, I basically said everything I needed to say. So, let's just go ahead. Let's just start the game. Okay, let's shut off the music. And, get to the infinite void and go right ahead.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Play game.
It's all part of the learning process.
Whoa, it's so loud. Okay. Where were we? Well, right here. For some reason, and it's all the way up here, all the way up. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay. Might as well go ahead, like, switch my party before anything. What's in the mail? Oh. Scoffier's B-Day? I'll see. Broken cracker on a plate. Okay. Sino, I absolutely love you, but, like, I don't know if we can keep doing this, my guy. I don't know if we can keep doing this. Or, okay, how about maybe Sino isn't the problem? I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't really, but I want her to be on my team. Or maybe I do still keep them. Maybe I just need to, like, play them better. I don't know. Okay. What if I have it like, I don't know. Switch them around a little bit. I don't know if they'll do anything, but let's, here's open. Here's open. Alright. Let's continue on with the story. Just checking something real quick. Okay. We're back in the temple. Can I turn this on? No. No, I can't? Okay. Alright, that's fine. What cool Deshret lore are we learning today? Probably nothing. But my hopes are still up. Actually, yes, I do need to heal up a little bit. Oh.
Found him! Over here!
Okay, maybe I do need to lift it up a little bit.
You're very persistent.
Oh my god, it's J. Michael Tatum, guys!
Hey, you! Stop running and explain yourself! What are you trying to...
Paimon, wait! Huh?
What's this?
It's an eye.
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan.
So there was more than one ambush. I shouldn't have let my guard down.
Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice. And for all you know, it may not even be real.
Okay, dude.
But not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
I'll tell you
Follow isn't
No,
quite
what?
the right word.
What? Huh?
Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships.
I love that. I love that he admits that. What I was going to say was, for one reason and one reason only, dear traveler. It's 'cause he brings results.
When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare, after all.
Hey! Come back!
Ashta Phoenix? Ashta Phoenix says, perfect results. Indeed.
This
Whoa, what
dark
the-
wall.
What? Why is it moving by itself?
We've seen these on our adventures before. It swallows people up!
Yeah, it's the thing in his temples. Is it moving by itself?
I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun.
It's not your fault, Paimon. Let's just focus on getting out of here.
Okay. He may have fooled us this time, but we'll get him back.
Alright, whose perspective now? These guys. Dory's here.
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jin. We can't let them get into Aru Village.
I like the crocodile.
Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you can say Mora. Off you go, Plumpy.
Is it the little... No. Okay. Oh, there it is. Hello.
What's the holdup? 5,000 Mora.
Nah, gotta be higher than that.
20,000 mora. 100,000 mora. Final offer.
Okay, that's fine enough, I guess.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
That's funny, actually. That's funny.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and...
She's down. Whoop.
Plumpy! Don't you, Jin, have any respect for the rules?
No.
This was supposed to be a negotiation.
No.
How dare you treat my messenger like this?
We got 2 snakes, a bird, a scorpion, and a crocodile. I don't think they follow their own rules at all.
Rough? You can play at that game.
Am I gonna test try Dory? Yeah. I love that the cutscenes are like animated now. They're like animated. Like aside from like the basic, I don't know, just like what they're doing right now, just some basic animations. But like those little touches of movement. I don't know. Feels
Looks
more
like
cinematic.
it's up to us now. Be careful, Kale.
Yes, master.
Dang. So we're not test trying Dory? Yeah, of course we are.
How did I pass out?
I have no idea how she works. Like, absolutely no
It's
idea.
time for revenge.
Like, literally not. She doesn't play more, right? Yeah.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in a video forest.
Yes, but what?
You were
No
trying
way!
to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Oh my gosh. Why are y'all giving me Kale lore right now?
I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Well, yeah, it's because she was like 10.
Please stop.
Yo, Kale was like 10. Come on.
I hear everything.
I don't know, will like Dory do something with her? Oh my gosh.
Here's the gun. Warren.
This is me just throwing shit at the wall. I have no idea what I'm doing. No. Okay.
Can't see? I'll approve you.
Okay, just the crocodile. Oh, good? Okay. Okay, we should be good.
Too many of them. I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle.
Dang.
I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
Oh my god, it's this guy. It's freaking Santa Claus. I don't trust him. I don't know. I don't like this guy. I don't like this man. I'm afraid of him.
We held the line, though it was a close call.
Get out of here.
But it looks like they're preparing for another attack.
They've breached our
whoops.
defenses in the south. The Jinn are pouring in. We're moving the villagers to the north as we speak.
Hello, I am here. Indeed you are.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status.
Dude,
We need to consider our next move carefully.
leave. I don't like you.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will hold the line here.
But Master, even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale.
Oh,
Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Great, you can't pin all your hopes on me.
I mean, you have the money for all of the fancy drops and bottles and potions and stuff.
Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still. Master! Need any help?
Oh, whoa. Oh my god, it's Nicole.
Huh?
Hey, yo.
What is it, Kale?
Hey, yo.
If things continue like this, It won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn.
Oh my gosh.
And the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake.
Oh.
I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
But Dory's power is money, yes.
I don't care. Whoever you are, please just help us.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I mean,
I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
hey, that's the thing she said in the trailer.
What do you mean?
I am an angel. No, you're gonna say it?
It doesn't
No.
matter.
No, she's not gonna
You
say
don't
it.
need to
She's not gonna say
understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
Oh, she's gonna say the trailer line, isn't she?
Coming.
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Huh?
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
Hey, yo!
What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
Wait, it's because... Wait, hold up.
But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
Yeah, it's the words of Novel Malikata. Hold up. Okay. At what point did... Okay, so she's just quoting it. Okay. Just telling her to say it. If y'all didn't know, Novel Malikata is the creator of the Jinn, who's also an angel as well. So, yeah, she's basically reciting the words of their mother.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
Roar.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments. Is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although, no, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing submission.
Clearly, the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
I think we just stunned them by, like, quoting their mom.
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Yeah, no, that's not working.
Don't stay away. I'll stop. I'll stop.
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But why?
Kale.
Does it have to do with the Archon residue in her? Roar indeed, yes. Meanwhile, back to us.
Yeah! Any luck?
Nope, yeah, I think this is the end, guys. I think we're dead. The only way out of here is by brute force. But too much force and the entire ruins might collapse. The mechanism is right outside. Maybe there's a way to...
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance,
Hey,
I thought
yo!
the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault. Turns out it was just you guys.
And thus all of the Jet fans are freaking out, being like, oh my gosh, Jet is voiced, yo! And I'm sitting here being like, yes, Jet, the one NPC that's super popular in the fan base because of that one quest I did not play.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
It's a little guy. Little guy.
Jet! Ban!
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, new players who, or not just even new players, just like players who don't like to do World Quest, and they, like, these guys appear, and the game is acting like you're supposed to know who these are? That would confuse them.
This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go.
Flashbang. Ah, cute.
Come on, let's leave this place.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Jet died at the end of her story. Look, I don't know what happens at the end of Golden Slumber Part 2, so don't... Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Alright. So we just run. That's what I'm gathering? Yep, yeah, we just run. Okay. Yep. Man, it's one of those, on one hand, I love it because it makes the world of Genshin feel so real, like so vast and real. But on a writing perspective, it's not the best way to tell a story, honestly. Because this confuses new players. Not even just new players, just players that aren't into, like, world quests. It's a bit weird. Yeah, as Archon story when introduced the Narcissus.
Huh! Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
Like the Narcissus that Sandrone talked a lot about in Nodcry. Like, I think they pulled that one off decently fine. Because even if you did play the quests, they were still very confusing. And so it is nice to have it, like, summed up in a more understandable way, I guess. But the critique still stands. Yeah. I guess the difference is that, like, with the Sandrone stuff, it's there specifically for the audience who didn't play it, as opposed to what's going on here, where they assume that you played the Golden Slumber quests. You know, like, the only reason I know who Jet is because, A, I've been playing this game, like, pretty much since launch, and she's a really popular NPC. But also because, like, I like the lore, and I like Deshret stuff, so obviously the Golden Slumber quests are going to be in my radar, even if I personally didn't finish it. So, but for like, I guess, like, the casual fan, like, I don't know. For fans who aren't into, like, that side of the game, like, this would just be confusing. They'd be like, who is this? Or they'd probably know who she is because of fan art and stuff, but still not have any real idea who she is, I guess. I don't know.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
They're everywhere.
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed.
Dang, man. I wish I played I wish I finished this quest so that I actually know what she's talking about.
He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life.
So the Masira, the whatever chapter has finally come to a close. Remember to wipe the blood off your hands.
What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
You briefly recount the events of your travels.
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurubat?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
That bottle?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sandstorms. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely, with everything's been going on in Gurubat, she must have woken up, right? Only one way to find out.
Okay. This way. Oh, wait. 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 Oh. Hold up, like, where am I in the map, actually? Oh, okay. Let's see. Now I remember the reason she hates the Fatui is because they mess with her tribe and almost killed each other for it. So is she here? Trigger the chess piece. Oh, yeah. I've heard of this place. It's basically a massive chessboard. Very Egyptian. Yeah, that's his pyramid. I don't know what that is. Some mechanism. What's this? Rock? Oh. Oh, like a temple. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at them. A spire, I think. One of the spires. House? Palace? It is a big house. It is a big house. I wonder if this connects to chess theory in any sort of way. I really wonder if it does. If you guys know what that is. Nope. Oh. Is it bigger on the inside?
Let's see. She should be around here somewhere. Aha! Found her!
Oh. So she's been locked in this, like, miniature temple thingy?
Lillipar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master.
Is that Kale's VA?
Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that.
Man, if only I played that. If only I played this quest. How have you been?
After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace.
What's a hollow? Ooh, merged with the land to suppress the okay, rekindled flame of okay.
I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell silent.
A foreign land to the west? Could she mean Natlan? Gurabad isn't far from there. Did the abyssal presence beneath the city fall silent when we defeated Gasoithoth?
Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master?
So it's been like 2 years?
And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms. Thank you, Lilupar. No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
Like, oh, you just want me to tell the Jinn to stop? Easy. But meanwhile, or...
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked.
That goes for me, too.
Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Yeah, let's all head back to the Temple of Silence.
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
This is feeling kind of weird. Like, weird in the good way. I guess more, like... Because we're...
Storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now.
Like, what I mean by that...
Time to regroup!
what I mean by that is, because we're so close to Snezhnaya, right? And although obviously we still have Conria, and then most likely Celestia, but when it comes to the whole exploring each of the nations, because we're so close to the final one, and also the fact that, you know, the name Truth Among the Pages of Piranha was the name teased in the Travail trailer way back in 2020. Like, this quest really like, it really feels like the finale of Sumeru. You know what I mean? You know, Sumeru introduced the concept of Irminsul and Elazar, and, you know, we meet all of these characters, and then now we're regrouping everybody, even people from World Quest, even people who are not from the voiced quest, all together to save Irminsul from being destroyed. Like, this really feels like the end. And, like, I'm not saying, like, oh, this feels weird and, like, no, I love this, actually. I guess it's more so that, like, man, is the game making me feel bad for not playing Golden Slumber Part 2. It really is making me feel bad for not doing that. Because this really does feel like the, hey, everything you experienced in Sumeru is all leading up to this. And it feels weird, I almost feel like left out of a certain piece of it, you know what I mean? And I guess it was my fault. I could have played that quest a million years ago. But I didn't. Because, I explained this in the previous quest. It was because, like, the way I got into Genshin lore is so weird. Like, it started off as just me watching a bunch of, like theory videos, like Ashikai and stuff like that. And then once I started writing my dumb little fanfics, that's when I, like, actually, like, for real started to get really into Genshin lore. Like, when I, like, literally, like, reading the artifact sets and stuff like that. And by the time I played the first part of Golden Slumber, I didn't play it, like, how do I put this? Like, I already knew everything there was to know at the time about the desert and Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers and Rukkhadevata. Like, I already knew everything there was to know, so I only played part 1 just to kind of see how it was presented. And part 1 kind of disappointed me, I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was fine. And so I thought, well,
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best.
And so I thought, well, since I already know everything there is to know, I don't really need to play it. You know, like you know what I mean? Like, that's how I thought. And now the game's making me go, like, why didn't you play it? Because it was more than just the lore, Pep. It was a traveler. It was Jet and the stupid little robot, and then her story with the, I forgot her name, but with that one, like, Aramite tribal leader. And yeah, the reason I don't stand the desert hate. I love the desert. The desert is my favorite part of Sumeru, actually. I don't know if that's a hot take. I never understood the desert hate either. I never understood it. I always loved it. I remember when the last part of Natlan's story, when people of previous world quests appear in the section of the story, how much, I love that for playing and seized them. I understand the sentiment. Okay, let's go back. Let's continue on with the story. I don't know, it's just kind of the feeling I'm getting right now.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking. Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
No, hey. Hey.
You're back. Everything all right?
Who's this?
And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is.
Not those
And
guys
the
in the
one next to him
background.
is Al-Haytham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
A wild history you got.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
You?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you find?
You tell everyone what happened in Gurabad.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
He's lowering your expectations. Now that he mentions it, it is a little strange. Oh my god, it's J. Michael Tatum, guys!
Naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
He was clearly unwilling to answer our questions when we first met. So why would he admit to being Dottore's subordinate later?
Are
He
you
was
wondering about his
lying.
true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all
You
this?
know, like a liar. OMG, he is him. Yes, it is. It is him.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
Yeah, shifting the blame on, like, the most obvious villain. Kinda smart.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
I'm surprised you're on such good terms with her, I'm not gonna lie. Like, from what I know of the story, of their little story, Lilupar ain't like the best. You guys know each other?
Jet? Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Yay! We're returning to his pyramid! And yes, I do want to read the little thingy. Oh, look at that! Look at that, we can read all of these! I love this feature. This feature is so good. I'm surprised that they added this now. Like, it's so weird they added this now. The mausoleum of King Deshret, a towering structure, rises between the heavens and the desert sands, said to be the resting place of King Deshret, Al-Akmar, the god king who once ruled Sumeru. Within its myriad of chambers, the king sequestered himself to plumb the depths of forbidden knowledge and truth. As the fruit of this pursuit, his unfinished grand design, Aru, remains preserved within the tower. Yeah. He did quite a lot. And it made him go crazy. Irminsul, a giant tree that interweaves from the foundations of the earth, enduring since the dawn of the world. The Irminsul trees scattered across the land, scattered across the land are but its branches. Deep within its roots, beneath Tevat, dwells the totality of knowledge and memory preserved from ages past and present. The Temple of Silence, an organization founded by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret, along with his followers during the chaotic age of the Sea of Sand. Its purpose is to protect and regulate the knowledge and technologies left behind by Deshret's civilization, shielding them from the grasp of those with ill intent. Even after centuries, they continue to uphold Even after centuries, they continue to uphold this ancient duty. Jinn. The Jinn were familiars created by the goddess of flowers Nabi Malikata for herself. After her passing, they pledged their loyalty to King Deshret until his civilization, too, was swept away by the storms. As a legendary race, they live on in the tales and songs of the desert people, and even now their kin may still be encountered amidst the sands. City of Gurubad, with a crazy story. The royal capital of a mortal kingdom that once stood above the Great Red Sand. Under the rule of successive gilded dynasties, it was destroyed and rebuilt time and again, bearing witness to the rise and fall of King Deshret's civilization, until it was finally swallowed by the sands along with Eremite leaders. To this day, many fables and legends about it still circulate throughout Sumeru, the most famous one being the tale of these guys. But if it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, it's crazy. A board constructed during King Deshret's rule over the Sea of Sand, modeled after the entirety of Sumeru. Oh, okay. Modeled after the entirety of Sumeru, it stands as a symbol of the God King's foresight and wisdom. Modeled after the entirety of Sumeru. Okay. Like Sumeru during his time, right? Yeah. Cora says hello. Hi. Okay. What resources?
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru.
Isn't it
Little is known about this device in academic circles.
Wait, isn't
which
it the...
suggests it was hidden quite effectively.
But isn't Aru the place where, like, Thoth and his friends were imprisoned in? An ideal realm fashioned in imitation of the heavenly principle. Okay, wait. An ideal realm fashioned in imitation of the heavenly principle's act of creation, using knowledge and techniques the god... Of course it was her. Of course it was. You know, like, I really need to catch up. I mention this like every time we play anything in Sumeru, but I really need to catch up on my King Deshret lore. Because I do not trust this woman, this goddess of flowers person. I don't trust her. Like, and I'm not saying that as a joke. I mean, like, genuinely. Because, like, oh man, am I crazy? No, I'm gonna be quiet. Scarlet King doing illegal moves with the chessboard. Okay, whatever. An ideal realm in imitation of the heavenly principle's act of creation, using knowledge and techniques the goddess of flowers obtained from Celestia. Through it, King Deshret sought to forge a golden slumber that would unite countless forms of wisdoms and dream. Though this vision ultimately failed, many souls of the desert people are... Okay, so I was not wrong, I guess. Okay, so... Because I understood that golden slumber, I understood that it was like a simulation of the world, that he wanted to create, which ultimately failed. So is Aru the name? So is the Golden Slumber the name of the project, but Aru the name of the location, quote unquote? Is that it? Is that what's going on? Because from my understanding, Aru was the place that like Thoth and his friends were imprisoned in by Deshret, or because they were friends, or maybe the imprisonment is, or maybe it wasn't like a prison in that sense, but it's a prison of like, you go to, you're trapped in my metaverse. It's like that type of prison, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Also, it might be full of forbidden knowledge, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed out,
Oh my god,
right?
thank you, Paimon, thank you so much!
The Goat King,
Thank you!
Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Man, for the first time ever, Paimon actually says something smart. For the first time ever, her stating the obvious is actually helpful. Yeah, about that?
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together.
Okay.
It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day.
That's what they say, yeah.
That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to.
It's because Deshret really, really missed the good times of his life. He missed the good old days where, like, there was no Archon War, and it was just him ruling his nation, along with Nabu Malikata and Rukkhadevata, and everything was great and perfect and awesome. And then the Archon War happened, and then Nabu Malikata fed him drugs. I mean, forbidden knowledge. And then she died, and then Rukkhadevata was freaked out, and so she left him to basically deteriorate himself mentally, and he went insane. And he couldn't rule properly, and that's why kingdoms like Gurubad fell, because he was just like out of it most of the time. And he missed the good old days. He missed back when he was stable so much that he was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to create my own world. Okay, I think the Golden Slumber plan was a thing from the start. Yeah, it was a thing from like the start. But, like, he, like, obsessed over building that Golden Slumber. Like, the main reason, one of the reasons Gurubad fell was because Deshret basically, like, was not present for, like, 50 years or so. Because he focused, like, every waking moment on the Golden Slumber project. He misses the good old days, yeah. Like, I'm pretty, okay, like, from what I could tell from, like, his lore, I guess, the Golden Slumber project started as a genuine, like, I want to break my people away from fate, from the shackles of the heavenly principles. And then Nabu Malikata slipped him a little bit of something. And, like, even though that was still the mission, like, with some of, like, I think it's Sino's weapon lore, actually, which mentions that, like, he kind of regrets a lot of what he does, and he's like, I miss just hanging out with my friends before everything went bad, before I started seeking this stuff out. I miss that a lot. I just want to go back to those days. And he's like, you know what? I don't care about, like, breaking fate. I just want to be with my friends again. And so, like, the Golden Slumber project, like, from my understanding, like, it started as I'm going to create basically like a metaverse, a simulated world for my people to live in. and it evolved into, I mean, it's still that, but it also evolved into a simulated world where I can recreate the good old days. Yeah. Again, from my understanding, naturally, said a certain goat. From my understanding, obviously, I do need to freshen up on my Sumeru lore.
Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Okay, so I am right. I was right with that.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
I don't know, it really is the end of Sumeru, isn't it? It's like everything's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, if only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer is a friend we met in Nagcry.
Me hating for not doing that event, right? Man, you know, it sucks. It's like, this is really, unfortunately, like, this is really good so far, but, like, it is unfortunately showing the very real cracks of Genshin's way of storytelling. Oh my.
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too.
Oh.
Both said they knew you.
Oh.
They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Was it Lauma?
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Bruh. Oh, it's Nicole.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello. We're here to help.
Nah, I don't need to read that. Is best girl Yehoda here? Part of me thinks not. Y'all, man.
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
I have like a tiny little thought in my mind. I have a tiny thought in my mind, but like, I don't know. This is, I'll wait.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out.
Oh, hello?
No one can leave and no one can enter.
Huh.
Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Most likely.
Actually, no.
Excuse me?
This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself.
Okay.
Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it.
Makes sense.
I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat.
Okay.
It may have been implemented long ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Yeah. Well, y'all know how the Natlanese feel.
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
So you brought Nefer here?
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
No,
and
flashback.
Why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
I don't know, girly. Maybe it's because of the haircut, the headpiece, the style of furniture, the pots, the drapery. I don't know, girl. Like, I might just be guessing here, but like, you kind of feel like someone who is still connected to your homeland.
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
But the memorabilia tells me otherwise. I didn't think like that. God, poor Sumeru, living a portion of Natlan's suffering. No, yeah. I think that's an element of, like, Natlan that, man... Natlan's main story has so many issues. As much as I ended up loving Natlan, like, man, was it rough. One thing that, like, I really wish they touched upon just a little bit more was the fact that the Natlanese couldn't leave. Because, like, although I personally, I think most people, I think agree that the whole Natlanese couldn't leave because of, like, broken ley lines and whatever, was kind of a bullshit excuse for why Natlan NPCs weren't around the map. Like, I still think, even if it was kind of like a bullshit explanation, I still think it was a very interesting piece of world building to be like, these are a people literally trapped in a nation of suffering and they can't leave. I mean, they can, but there is a caveat to that. And it would bring up a question of like, what do you prefer? To live, but, well, not live, but I guess like live peacefully, I guess, but forget who you are? Or continue being the person you are while living in a broken land. At the same time, living peacefully, like, you have two options. You have not cry, which I guess is peaceful, I guess, and you have the desert, you know? And so, like, or you have the open ocean, and, like, it's a really interesting part of Natlan that they just never touched upon, really. The only time they ever really touched on it was when Movika said, I've thought about evacuating my people, but like, because of like the ley line thingy, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Which was neat. I just wish we had like a little bit more of that, you know, especially, you know, maybe like the Children of Echoes, since they live so close to like the Sumeru border, like, would they be tempted to just cross? Anyway, Natlan stuff aside, so when they mention like Irminsul literally, it's the ley lines, it is just like Natlan, that Irminsul like blocked off basically Sumeru from the rest of Teyvat, and everything is like crumbling around them. Yeah, no, like that was my first thought. I was like, wow, yeah, no, it's just like Natlan. It's just like Natlan. Anyway, Natlan talk aside, Natlan is one of those nations that I can talk about like for an eternity, both the good and the bad. Anywho.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
Girl.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So I do know a thing or two about him.
I mean, I don't know, I'm not surprised.
As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to.
But
everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
That'd be a bit invading privacy. Kind of like what you did.
I'm glad you see it that
with
way,
Rerir.
Miss Nicole.
Kind of like what you did with Rerir. Teko says, and because of that, Natlan will no longer suffer. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Okay. And because of that, Natlan will no longer suffer any consequences by not being connected from the big tree rotting or rotter. Will no longer suffer any consequences by not being connected to the tree. I mean, they still kind of are connected, just not as much as the other nations. Because the Night Kingdom is made by what remained of the ley lines. It's like a weak connection, I think.
I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand.
Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction.
True that. True that.
Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time.
Yep.
But that's where we angels come in. Our
You're gonna
duty
say that in front of her?
ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires.
And I know
and
for a
help bring
fact
them
that's
to
your...
fruition.
And I know for a fact that's what you want. I love Nefer being like, I don't care about Sumeru. Yeah, it says the girl with the Sumeru memorabilia everywhere.
So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
She's so sweet.
I refuse.
Dang.
Wait, what? But set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Aww.
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere.
Dang.
You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind.
I mean...
The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
I mean, I guess that's why it's called guidance. You know, it's a gentle nudge, but it's not a force. Poor Nicole, but Nefer's just that type of girl. I know.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the
bring
person
Lauma
I am
here.
today.
Aw.
They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
Should Nicole even be saying she's an angel just like
long
that?
Time ago, when
Oh,
the
I mean, I guess
angels
she
still
can.
walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious.
Oh, we're getting some Nicole, I don't know if lore, but like Nicole character stuff. I like this. I like this. I mean, I already said it, but I was just thinking like, man, should Nicole even be saying to just random people that she's an angel? Would HP even like that? And then I remember, oh wait, HP's asleep. Like so much stuff happened. And what did they do? Nothing.
Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships.
That's funny.
Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now.
Oh.
And yet, since the angel's demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion.
Yeah, you don't really know what you have until you lose it. Like, what you think is a very boring, monotonous life suddenly becomes special once it's not there anymore. Hold on, okay. There's so much I want to say.
Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them.
Sorry, wait, let me see that again. Okay.
If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
No, that's true. You know, sometimes you love to hate something, but you don't realize you do.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate.
Is it like the Megamind logic? Like, I'm being serious here. the Megamind logic that, like, you think that all you want is for it to go away, but once it is, you find yourself, like, lost without it. Because so much of yourself was built on, I'm not gonna say hatred, because it wasn't hatred in the movie's case, but, like, on being against something. Like, you spend so much of yourself being against this one thing that when that one thing is gone, like, you don't know who you are anymore. Cause, like, yeah. Cause it's like, you know, I'm Nefer, I'm the person who hates Sumeru. But without Sumeru, like, what am I? What's the point in hating Sumeru anymore? It's gone.
Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little.
But I don't work for free.
Won't work for free.
Haha. I'm Brazilian.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures.
Please.
The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Yes, please. Or your novels. I bet those original
Just
copies.
cover my travel expenses.
Aw.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Oh, she's here.
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me! And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need.
That's cute.
Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still
Where
taking
is she?
care of
Yeah.
things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru. We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
No, just some people from recent updates.
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Genshin, wait, no. Nefer, we are in Genshin, regretfully, we don't have a skip button. Nope.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Are they gonna mention it again? Oh my god, I swear, if they mention it again,
Why do you ask?
I don't know, probably it's because of the Egyptian detailing.
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names.
Never know, you don't see my drip. Oh, wait. I am Nefer. I power crept everyone here, even your Archon, literally.
However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Aww. Nomad says, yo, Pepe.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
That she is.
Huh?
Oh my gosh, oh yeah, that's right!
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Yeah, I'm the little mermaid, guys. I gave up my voice to be able to continue living.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
That'd be so funny, though.
What is it, Kale?
That's the voice I've been hearing the whole time.
It's you. You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
Where does the rain come from, I wonder? I wonder why her name is Nicole. I'm thinking too much about it.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Now see, I love that, though, because it makes complete sense that they wouldn't know what angels are.
Oh.
See, haha, we are...
Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yeah, we, most of us kind of sort of, died off, like, 6,000 years ago, so, like...
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Adorable. And a writer, don't forget that.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Why did you start talking to me?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion.
That's so
and
cute.
You are desperate for answers.
I love that she gets excited when people ask her questions. Because that's what she does. She answers for people. She helps people.
I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth.
That's so cute.
But it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Wait, are we actually gonna... Quest progress saved. Ask about Kale's secret. It's the Archon residue. Yet another example of stuff that exists outside of the game that we're just like going to pretend that everyone read. I read it because I'm crazy, but not everyone did. Okay, so alone with an angel. Okay, so earlier I said that I had an idea. And how long we've been streaming? We've been streaming for a hot minute. Not that I'm gonna end the stream, not yet. I don't read and I'm crazy. We're not ending the stream just yet. But what I was thinking is, like, look, I'm the kind of person that really likes to finish things to completion, alright? And since, I mentioned this earlier, I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. And since this big Sumeru quest, like, it really does feel like the end of Sumeru, you know what I mean? I mentioned this earlier, you know, we're getting pretty close to Snezhnaya, we're getting fairly close to endgame, even though we have Conria and probably Celestia left. Snezhnaya is the last of, like, the 7 nation, of, like, the exploring nations part of the story. And because we are so close, and, you know, the name Truth Amongst the Pages of Piranha, the fact that we have all of the Sumeru cast showing up, even people from other nations that have something to do with Sumeru, we have NPCs from the world quest of Sumeru. Like, it really feels like the end of Sumeru. And boy, is this game making me go, why didn't you finish Golden Slumber Part 2? Because it's apparently it was way better than Golden Slumber Part 1. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. What if I put the story on hold and we play Golden Slumber Part 2? What if we do that? Cause it's not like the event with Thoth where it's a limited time, like once it's gone, oh well. It's not that. It's here. It's buried in here. I literally have no reason to not play it. Gasp. Okay, man. Like, it's all here. Like, there was no limited time. I could have played it whenever I wanted to. I just didn't. So what if we do that? And what if we start? That's what I was thinking. So, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, yeah, I'm in special story mode. Whoopsie. Thankfully, last saved within 5 minutes. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And I know some of you guys might be like, oh, Pep, why? Why don't you just play it until after you're finished with the quest? Because this is clearly, like, if it's not the Sumeru finale, like, it's clearly the, like, culmination of everything that's happened. There's also the fact that I never finished this here, this sandstorm. Okay. Alright, alright. So we're not ending the stream just yet. We're not ending the stream just yet. I'm probably not gonna play for uber long. I'll probably be for next stream. But okay. I think first things first, I need to find which one it is. Oh my god. Oh man. You know, I used to be really good at the quest. Okay, it's in World Quest, right? Okay. Those are commission quests. World quests. It's gotta be this one. Right? It's gotta be this one? Okay, so... Oh, yeah, it's definitely this one. Now, I think I did play a little bit of the very beginning. I don't remember it super well. But I think I did play a little bit of the beginning.
A familiar sight.
And then I told myself, I'll play it another day. I mean, it's just a little world quest, and I already know everything about the lore anyway. I don't need to play it. It's not like Jet's going to show up in the finale of Sumeru or anything. Okay, so let's go ahead. All right. Okay, I gotta bust out my water again because they are unvoiced. I need to try to remember everything that happened. Alright. Hello, young ones. What do you need? Well, we're here to see Jet. She around? Jet? Yes, she's here. Why are you looking for her? We're her friends. Friends? Oh. She mentioned you before, I think. Something about a brave and reliable young woman. She's been hanging around outside for too long. I see. She's been hanging around outside for too long, I see. To be making friends with rich people in fancy clothes. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Sorry for speaking too rudely, but I care little for receiving outsiders. You should seek out the matriarch Babel instead. About Jet. She's a good kid. That's it. So? What do you mean, so? She's a good kid. I don't see her come under any bad influence of outsiders. Like I said before, if you need anything, seek out Matriarch Babel. Don't bother me. Well, I have nothing much else to say to you, so why don't you go find the Messari, that one. He's a strange old man. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a warmer welcome there. Lower it a little bit. Wisdom has built her house. She has honed out her 7 pillars. Why are you blindfolded? Oh, it's you. Hey, you're the person that Jet killed. Hello, Borbitusk, I presume. You know my name? Shh. Let me guess. You're here to find someone. Your friend, yes? Yes, but... Jet's a good girl. I'm glad she has a friend like you. Thanks. Anyway, if you don't mind a little advice, you look like a real killer, that you do. But companions, those will prove to be your undoing, your fatal weakness. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Then consider my words but a breeze in your ear. Matriarch Babel is not back yet, so you can go talk to Yufton. He's right by the creek where we raise crocodiles. Heck yeah. Raising crocodiles? Where? It's down here. Hey, there's one. There's 2. 2 crocodiles. Are these your gators? Well, they're not gators, but like crocs. Are these your crocs?
Maybe if I change the smoking.
Hello, stranger. What do you need? Hello there, I'm Jet's friend. Oh, the matriarch told me about you. You're good folk. This is really sus already. If you're looking for Jet, she's still out there. Please go to meet Matriarch Babel first. She's been waiting for you for a long time. She's a good kid. And she made friends, is very happy, and talks like a little antelope. I'm very, very happy for her. Okay, this is getting weird, guys. This is getting weird. It's getting busy up there. Matriarch Babel has returned. Okay, you should probably meet her. Please don't keep her waiting too long. Alright, something's going on with this tribe. Something's going on with this tribe. No, you make me come all the way down here? Can I go back to... All of the peeps coming in are going to be so confused. They're going to be clicking on the video, on the thumbnail, being like, oh, a truth amongst the pages of Piranha gameplay. And then all of a sudden it's like, bam! Quest that came out like 4 years ago. Oh, there she is. I know that's her. I've seen her design before. But I don't know what those outsiders wanted. It's not my fault. Please, let me explain, Matriarch Babel. Please, give me one more chance, Matriarch. Milady, I will prove my loyalty to the Tenet. Please believe me, I would gladly offer my life. Silence. She who knocked your teeth out can also remove your tongue. No, please don't. I don't understand. If you're willing to give your life for the Tenet, why are you still standing before me, alive? Slit your throat in front of me right now. And another thing. Why did you address me as Milady? I don't take that Redditor bullshit. I don't speak the language of the Snowlands. Okay. I don't speak the language of the Snowlands, and I do not care for the sophistry of the so-called civilized world. There's no such thing as Milady here. Nor is there a thing such as fedoras. And do enlighten me. But what makes you think that you're not... But what makes you think I'm not your family anymore? But some lady. Your tongue is tainted with outsider poison. Your mind stained by their gold. You cannot remain here. I shall speak no further. Lead him away. He was once one of us, so you know what to do. Now it makes sense why everyone was afraid to speak about anything. Now that makes sense. That explains a lot. So what I'm gathering is that they're in the Fallout universe. They're in the Wastelands. Reddit exists in Genshin. The weeping man is taken away, leaving an uneasy silence. After a while, the crowd begins to disperse, making room for you to see the matriarch. What just happened? Whatever it was, that sounded scary. I hate to get on her bad side. My apologies, children. I was a little distracted. I forgot you were there. I'm terribly sorry that you had to see that. I'm at fault. As the matriarch of the Tannet, I'd like to make amends. Yeah, sure, girlie. No need. You know, what with that teeth and tongue stuff and all. We're simply meting out punishment against a traitor. All the same, I am sorry for having given you such a terrible first impression as a matriarch. The city has its laws, and the tribe has its rules. Please, do not pay it too much mind. Sure, girlie. So you two are the Borbatusk and Paimon, yes? Jet talks about you a lot. We came to look for her. This doesn't seem like a good time, though. No need to be so polite. Indeed, I should say that you have impeccable timing. It was I who approved her invitation in the first place. That is how you got safely past the Tannet's hunting grounds. While I do feel bad saying this, I invited you here to help Jet with some unfinished business. She's gonna lead her to her death, isn't she? Hunting grounds? Don't worry, we weren't trying to hunt you. You're an honored guest here. For so long as we remembered our guests' faces, we shall never do them harm in our land. Sounds ominous. That isn't very reassuring. Now then, don't let me spoil the fun for you young folk. Look, Jet is here. Matriarch Babel, I've returned. How did it go with that fellow? I made sure he was given sufficient dignity. Jet, did you kill somebody? That's good. But do not be proud of this deed, child. This was a tragic affair. He was my tribesman, and you're— Did she kill the man she sentenced to death? Did she kill the man? I understand. Alright. This is not a good day to preach. The friends you have been waiting for have finally arrived, so set your tears aside and greet them with joy. Matriarch Babel, what are you— Long time no see. Hey, Jet! We're here to see you! Traveler and Paimon, you really did come. Thank you, Matriarch Babel. I shouldn't have gotten mad at everyone about it. About killing somebody? Now, of course, I'm happy to see you all together. Whatever it is that you want to see or do, I've already approved of it. You can go put your doubts to rest. A word of caution, however. The road ahead of you will be fraught with danger and intrigue, so be on your guard. Please, stay safe, because I truly care about your safety, as we established. Matriarch Babel, Azarik has sent me to deliver a message to you. Understood? If you'll excuse me, I have tribal affairs to attend to. I'll leave you young ones to catch up. Thanks. Babel hurries away together with the messenger. Jet, you've changed a lot since we last saw you. Well, got a good eye, haven't you, Paimon? So, what's different about me? You look more tanned? Okay. I mean, I think she looks the same, but sure, Paimon. I get what she means, though. I get what she means. Like, you're out doing missions in the desert, so the sun's gonna tan you up. Like, I get what that means. I'm just like, I don't know, like, she looks the same. Hey, mouthy as always, huh? You've matured. Is that so? I thought you were gonna make fun of me or something. Borbatusk's right. You look like you've really come to your own. Really? I just learned a lot of survival skills here, that's all. Been busy keeping myself alive, you know. Matriarch Babel has taken good care of me all this time, and I've helped her out with a lot of things. I'm grateful that she's accepted me as a member of the tribe. And have you been doing well since we last met? Hardly. Not a moment has passed since then that I haven't thought of you. Whoa, hold on a moment. Where'd you learn to say all that? Aw, and here I thought I'd get you to blush. I'm kidding. All the boys in the tribe are like that, talking nonsense like this. It's annoying. They can't beat me anyway. To be honest, it's been tough living. But we're all looking out for each other and helping each other out, so we can all survive. Is the new banner out yet? The Lohan one? I don't think so. Still, the first few days were rough, and I occasionally thought about the days back when Father would teach and protect me. And to think that I used to find him annoying when he was around. Yeah. But the good old days won't put food on the table today. And Matriarch Babel and the rest of the tenant have been taking good care of me, so it's better to look ahead. Since the tenant have accepted me, I'm learning to make myself more useful to everyone. Anyway, let's not dally. I've got some errands to run, and since you're here, why not join me? Wow, is that what you do with old friends? Sorry. People are just busy sometimes, you know? Let me think. Yufta needs help feeding the crocodiles. Let's go there first. Ah, yes. How can I forget? This is a Sumeru era quest. So, this is gonna take a bit. We're gonna be doing mindless stuff around the camp for a good while before the story begins. Alright. We need to speed this up a little. I'm gonna, like, low-key speed read. Not that any of this isn't interesting, but, like, ooh, this is before Genshin, fixed their pacing a little. Okay. Crocodile jerky? Don't say that in front of them. That's mean. I'm here, Yufton, and I brought my friends Borbatusk and Paimon. Hello, Jet. Have you finished your business? Yep, and that's why I thought I would come here to help you out, and brought my friends along to boot. Free labor, yay! Oh, thank you, Jet. You remembered I had something I needed. I had something I needed your help with. Huh, back when Elda Bleda, yeah, that's your name? Okay, was around, you used to pester him to feed the crocodiles together with you. Loose lips sink ships. Oh, alright. Here's the food. The meat's fresh. Take it. Okay, let's go, Borbatusk. Feed the crocodiles. How do I feed the crocodiles? Whoa. How do I feed these guys? How do I... Oh, over here. Ah! Feeding crocodiles is pretty easy. You drop the meat and they follow the scent. And they eat it themselves. By the way, your matriarch seems pretty fearsome. Oh, you mean what happened just now? Well, it's nothing. We were just dealing with a traitor. I tracked him through the desert for half a month before bringing him back alive. He was crafty, and plenty fierce to boot. I had to knock some of his teeth out to subdue him. Okay. Wow, that sounds scary. So be careful what you say about me in the future, eh, Paimon? Oh. Watch your teeth, Paimon. Don't be so serious. We're all friends here. I'm just kidding. I taught her to be a ruthless killer. Unlike the rainforest, the crocodiles here are docile and much smaller. They've survived a lot, adapting living in the desert. Nice little world building tidbit. Alright, what's next? Ah, now my socks are wet. It looks like you're taken seriously around here. Everyone seems to respect you. Well, here's the thing. Because of my previous experience with adventurers, I'm more perceptive about things that happen outside the tribe. So the matriarch decided that it would be my job to track down outsiders and punish traitors to the tribe. She's taken good care of you. Why has she entrusted this work to you? Since I wasn't born among the Tenet, it's okay for me to deal with criminals in a more aggressive way. That's what Matriarch Babel told me. Sounds like a way to frame you. Sounds like a way to manipulate you into doing something so terrible that they would frame you for something bad. And because you're... I don't know how old Jet is supposed to be, but clearly she is young somewhat. And she doesn't understand, I guess, like, desert life yet. I don't know. Although I don't really care. I'm not sure if this is a special privilege or proof of our estrangement. Well, I wasn't born here after all, and the Tenet isn't a home I'm innately familiar with. I can only try my best to do everything well. As long as I can put some roots down, I think I'll be fine. Isn't that exhausting? It's good to see that you finally found a home. It's okay. I'm just trying to survive around here. And I've learned a lot, too. Alright, I think they've eaten their fill. Let's go. I go up here. Alright, what now? Oh, it's still down? Oh, I... Go back to the guy dreaming about crocodile jerky. Have you finished yet? Yeah, I'm going to wash now. Your crocodile food stinks. Smells of raw meat. Yeah, I wonder what crocodiles eat, Jet. Huh, and does that traitor blood smell worse? Hey, not funny. Thank you, by the way. There's one more thing I want to ask of you. This is the cured crocodile meat that I promised to get Adurfi previously. Pass it on to him for me, will you? Sure, I'll give you your crocodile meat to Adurfi, no problem. Hey, Jet, you're making fun of a speech impediment. That's mean. Smell you later. That was mean, Jet. It's a disability. Is that the merchant with an attitude? Don't mind him. That's just how he is with everyone. Unfortunately, there are just people like that in real life. That's their love language. Oh! That's right. Whoops! My mistake! I'm sorry! I didn't mean for that! Sorry, guys! Oh man, okay. I thought I could land safely. I'm here, Derby. Good deed. Good dad, good dad. Oh, here to show off your new outsider friends? Sort of. By the way, here's the crocodile jerky from Eufton. Ah, thanks. You're so considerate. No worries. By the way, about Ben, could you still fix it? Don't worry, it's nothing serious. I'll be able to get it back to you in a couple of days. Oh, okay. Then I'll get going. That wasn't even that big of a fall. Shut up. Stay safe. Go to Jet's dwelling. Adefi has a nice stuff, can't find or trade, and people like to go there to do business. You know, to get things like gadgets, toys, new clothes, and cosmetics. Oh, do you wear makeup? What do you mean? What do you even mean by that? Lapis lazuli eyeshadow is an essential sunscreen for us desert folk. No, too fast. I mean, I think that was a play on the reason ancient Egyptians were really big on the eyeliner was because it helped draw the sun away from the eyes. It just like it was like a fashion thing, but it also had like a practicality. There might be a reference to that. Where are we going? Oh, there. Jet's house. Little tent. Running here and there really works up a sweat. Are you always this busy? Doesn't sound easy. It's fine. I don't like being idle, actually. Ah, but look at me. I didn't invite you guys here so you could come run errands with me. Well, so here's the story. Matriarch Barbell recently agreed to let me bring my father's remains. Oh, you can't say dad in this place? Okay. You know, I thought Babel wasn't into that, civilization stuff. Matriarch Babel, recently agreed to let me bring my father's remains, and those of my mother, to be buried in the Eternal Oasis. And it's trapped to kill you, isn't it? So they know of a way to the Eternal Oasis, okay. Oh. So that's a real place? Paimon thought it was just a myth. Well, the last time we parted, I was so lost. I honestly didn't know where to start looking for it. Matriarch Babel, however, seems very sure that the Eternal Oasis lies in the middle of this desert. The Tana tribe holds that the never-ending sandstorm at the heart of the desert conceals the Eternal Oasis. It's the spiral sandstorm that I showed you guys earlier. Unfortunately, that area has been sealed off by the tribe as a taboo place. No one can approach except scouts on patrol. Taboo? Is it dangerous or something? Yes, some older folks believe that ancient spirits roam there. That's the Jinn, isn't it? And some older folks believe that ancient spirits roam there, hungering for souls and flesh. But that's probably just a myth. I don't believe it. Sounds like a terrifying place. Why has Babel given you special permission, if I might ask? This really sounds like she's trying to kill you. It's probably on account of that afraid of nothing attitude of mine that Matriarch Babel has taken special care of me. Girlie, she's manipulating you. And it might also be because I'm half outsider. So I'm able to forego some of the taboos that the elders valued. That's what I think, anyway. No, girlie, she just wants to kill you. Basically, I can bypass the taboos of the elders and explore the Eternal Oasis. That'll let me fulfill a long-cherished wish of mine, and secure the future of the tribe, too. They believe that this is where the secrets of the Mistress of Flowers lie. Ooh. If these secrets can be discovered, they'll give the tribe a new lease on life. I know that this is my duty and honor, and I've been getting this feeling that I should invite you to witness it with me. After all, since my father passed, that leaves you as my most trusted friends. The closest thing I have to family right now. That's why I wanted to ask you to join me on this wayward little trip of mine. Jet, you can rest easy. Of course we'll help. We won't let a friend down. We didn't come all this way just to leave, you know? I knew you'd say that. You won't go unrewarded, rest assured. First we need to go to the ruins of Gurabad to look for this genie fragment thing. I don't quite understand it, but the tribe's stories say that she's the only one who knows how to open the way to the oasis, so we'll have to find her. Oh. And that's all I can tell you, really. I think Azarik? I think Azarik can tell you more, so shall we go? I don't feel like leaving just yet. Well, if you want to hang around a little more, it's fine. I'm here. Whenever you want to go, I'll be right behind you. Having you around really puts me at ease. Azarik's supposed to be waiting for us at the Gurabad ruins, so let's take a break first before heading out, shall we? Yeah, no, she's totally being manipulated to her death. 100%. 100%. Like, I know that the Eternal Oasis is or at least I think it's here. Like, I know that, like, this sandstorm, like, I know we get to this Eternal Oasis and it is connected with the sandstorm. So I'm like 80% sure it's like here, right? I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. No, I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah. What I was, yeah. I forgot, yeah. I'm surprised we're going to Gurabad so quickly, actually. You know, for a Sumeru era quest, Normally we would spend like a very long time just bumbling around before the plot actually starts. I'm pleasantly surprised. Is this one of the reasons why this quest was popular in the fandom? Is this the reason? What does it say? This is a simple list of names. Apart from Masera, whatever, all the other names have been struck out. Bleda, Guafa, Isder, Metter, Taya, and Masera. Those people who died on the journey. That's what I'm gathering. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's move out. It's good that you were able to come. We're glad to see you too, Jet, but there's much we'd like to tell you. Where should we even begin? I know, right? There's so much we all want to say, but now that we've met, where should we start, huh? I've learned a phrase here, and goes something like, the closer you are to home, the more recent up the... why is your tribe always so eloquent? It went too fast. Well, I guess we're going Gurbad. Okay, but first things first, let me heal up my Sino. Let me heal my Sino who died from fall damage. Where's the... Uh-huh. Up here, up here. There we go, now we blend in. Alright, where's Gurbad? Oh, it's like nearby, it's like right next to them. Hey yo, it's more of those things. Sino never died from a low fall. Be quiet, all of you. Go to the temple's gate. Whoa, the ruins here are huge. Ta-da! Then these are the city's ruins. I read an old thesis where if you find the tent and it seems like the legend. Okay. I read that all wrong. Tent cover in. Well, this isn't precisely Gurbad. No. It's going too fast. It was a fortress. That's what I read. Whatever the case, those who first built the place must have believed that their works would last forever. Yeah, sounds about like every big civilization. You need to read part of tribal life, huh? You've been taking quite a bit of this stuff. I mean, Matriarch Babel practically forces us to read every day, you know. They're all old books, so it can't be helped. The children of the Tanith should not only trust the ways of the desert, all gliding something away, sands away, true gold, and deep roots, and soil... Okay. Well, that's what she said anyway. That's why we can't just... fight. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's why we can't kill... fight. Fight. Why I write in Spanish. Oh... Alright. Okay, so it was built as a fortress, is what I understood from all that. Hey, Hoyo, if you're going to put little lore tidbits, maybe don't make them go by super fast, and I do have to fight these guys. Hold on, guys, I need to fight some of Ben's brothers.
Shower me with praise!
One with the force.
First try. Okay, let me just get that to heal a little. Sprinting up the stairs. Okay. Hey, Celia up there. Look at them birds. Alright. Let's get in. You're too slow, Jet. I've been waiting here long enough for the sun to bake me alive. I'm sorry, I was chatting with my friend. Oh, dang, okay. Alright. Hey, dude. You done, Nazarick? We've bound your head up so tight that even Al-Akmar himself would have trouble peeling your skin off. Who knows? He might even laugh at you for being a scaredy cat. It's not like you talk to your elders, little wildcat. Have you forgotten your actual business here? Or how someone's been waiting for you for half a day? I mean, yeah, that would suck. Half a day out in the sun? No, that sucks. Oh, and someone tanning themselves in the sun and having a drink or two passes for business now, does it? Hey, I mean, he was waiting for you. He ain't lying. Probably. Woe to the thieves who make false accusations. Just you watch. Maybe I'll stick that clever little head of yours upside down in the sand. Maybe that'll clear it. Rubbish. You haven't even beat me ever since you taught me how to wrestle. You two get along so well. Yeah, we've never seen you two people start clinging... Sorry. We've never seen two people start slinging mud at each other the moment they meet, quite like you do. Ah, well, this is Azarig, a senior of mine in the tribe. He's like my older brother. He's been a huge help. Yes, she treats me like a brother. And then we get along, and we'd get along better still, if she didn't like hanging out with the ladies more. Oh. Okay. So it is what I thought. It is exactly what I thought. Okay. Thanks, Jet, for confirming that. Okay. Hey, quit it. Stop giving them the wrong idea. Alright, whatever. Borbitusk, was it? Take care of her for me, eh? She's pretty good, but she likes charging into danger like a wildcat. What was that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said something bad about me. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. Okay, I think I get the gist of things. I'll take care of her. Don't you fret. Borbitusk's a real experienced adventurer. Things will be fine here with Jet. Just leave it to us. What am I, a child? Alright, let's talk business. Matriarch Babel has asked me to guide you into the city's ruins. I'll lead the way, so follow closely. Oh, so that's what it was. That's the first we've heard of what we need to do all day. Well, it wasn't all that convenient to explain our objective back at the settlement. The matriarch believes the walls have ears. You know, 'cause she's clearly trying to kill us here. Our objective here is to find the fragment of the Mother of the Jinn. We need it in order to be accepted into the eternal oasis at the desert's heart. The Jinn were the familiars of the Queen of all Oasis. Oh, okay. The Jinn were the familiars of the Queen of all Oasis, so it will naturally accept their presence. Their powers here... So naturally accept... Okay. Their powers were also intended to create fertile lands amidst barren sands. Barren sands. Interesting, actually. So well, Matriarch Babel needs the aid of the genie to restore fertility to our tribe's soil, which will maintain the health of our herds. Also, this particular genie still maintains her intelligence, so we should be able to pass through the seals of the Eternal Oasis with her aid. They really are like the angels. They're a lot like angels. Like, the Jinn really are like the angels, which, I mean, I guess makes sense since they were created by an angel. So it makes sense there's, like, parallels. Yep, what he said. Alright, that's that. To enter the ruins, we need to handle these mysterious devices first. For example, this one seems to be able to blow sand away in a specific direction, although I'd call it something more akin to breaking a seal, really. Whatever the case, even though the method to unlock them has been lost, some trial and error on my part has shown that heavy impact can change the direction it's facing, creating runes that float. That should rid us of those annoying piles of sand. Convenient! What a way to introduce a game mechanic. Can I turn it? Turn it around? Do I hit it? Yes, I do. Alright, let's open. Nice, this way we'll know what to do the next time we encounter this kind of ice. Alright. Time to explore. Look around, see what's up. See what's up. Oh, everything looks pretty typical. A lot of sand everywhere. Oh. The temple's safe. I don't see any enemies, monsters, or dangerous devices. There's just this big thing. How interesting. According to the archaeological records left by the people who came before us, as well as the stone slate that Adderfee got from within some ruins, this big object over here is the main device that keeps the Mother of the Djinn sealed. Just from basic observation, I'd say that it's connected to the machine next to it. Perhaps they can be made to move in tandems. Perhaps they can be made to move in tandem somehow. Huh. So we'll need to unlock this one by the side here to move the big object in the middle. That's about right, I think. As for what happens afterwards, I think we'll just have to cross that river when we get there. Funny, I don't see any rivers. It's a metaphor, Jet. So I think we needed to repeat what we did. So I think we just need to repeat what we did at the gate. Okay? Well, I guess we do that to all four sides. Well, the machine has started, and the sand pile is gone, but the main device hasn't responded at all. Did it not work? Well, Borbatusk, you're the only one here who can use the elements, right? But what I mean to say is that unlike us, who need to borrow the power of ancient spirits, your elemental abilities are innate, yes? Yeah, that is the case. So what about it? Why don't you try touching the big thing over there? You know, like you do with the Statue of the Seven. But what if it turns out to be super dangerous? Don't worry about it, Paimon. I touched all kinds of crazy things in the past. You say that, but we should be careful all the same.
Nowhere to run!
I pressed up by accident. Oh, you gonna talk? The records I've seen tell me that neither the mercenaries who came here, nor those who use man-made delusions, Fatui stuff, were able to activate this device, but if you were to try... did you say delusions? Huh? Did I? Sorry. Think you need to clean your ears a little? The desert winds carry sand in them a lot, so I hear. Okay, so it literally was the did I do? Don't worry, I've got your back. He literally pulled that. Or so I say, but you should be careful all the same. Just tell me if you think something's a myth. I have to sing everything I say. Everything? That's right. You just talked just now. Did I do? That's what I thought. Looks like the device earlier smoothed out its charging circuits. Are y'all building a bomb? Like, I'm sus for Wink reference. Yo. I'm not the one who did it. He did. Are they building a bomb or something? I don't know. Again, I know of this quest, obviously. It was really popular in the fandom back then. And I know that a big part of the story is, Jet learning that Babel is a bad guy. And, like, basically Jet, like, fighting them and stuff. Like, I know that's a big part of the story, so, like, with every step, I'm like, they're sending her to her death and she's gonna find out. Anyway, that's what I thought. Looks like the device earlier smoothed out its charging circuits? Looks like it's showing us the location of 3 other devices. I suppose that if we go into these devices, we'll be able to activate all 4 of these seal-breaking machines and clear the piles of sand. In other words, an excuse for some mini-games. I think that's how it is, judging from my previous ruin-delving experiences, anyway. Wow, you sure know a lot. And here Paimon thought you were just some guy in the tribe somewhere. Hey, Paimon, give the man some respect. Did you hear what Jet said? Every single one of them has quite a bit of education, actually. Sorry. What do you even mean by that, Paimon? I'm a tribeswoman myself. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's follow the directions we've been given and look for the other 3 devices. Let me think. Let's start here. And how do you think we need to go this way? A desert dweller's intuition, perhaps. If we get lost, it's on your head. Relax, both of us are here. If things go bad, we can fight our way out. Or flee safely, like a coward. In other words, me. Still, I wonder, Azarik, you always seem to know things we don't, and you've been taught a lot too. I guess that's why the matriarch favors you, eh? ... Mysterious. It's not a big deal or anything. It's not like we're all a bunch of solid hermits or something. We have our own circles to walk in, and you're going way too fast. Way too fast, Hoyo. I'm trying to create an entertaining stream here. I'm not just going to be staring at the screen in silence. Where's the... I need a little wind device. I guess I hit this thing? Yep. Alright, what's in here? More of these. Anything there? Oh, doesn't seem like it. I guess I move this? Do I move the air to that direction? Yes, I do. These ruins have some real thick roots sticking out from them, time to time. Strange. It indicates that this place is far more humid than now. When it's... Wait, no, let me... the spring deep within the canyon at a hazard old river valley. It'd be nice if Ben was with us. You can't slap world building into these super fast, like, little pieces. Are trying to figure out what's wrong with it. But I have faith they'll be back in action before you know it. So Gurabad used to have a lot more vegetation, is what I'm gathering. Or, well, I mean, deserts have vegetation, but I guess I mean, like, there's more water, I guess. Not as dry. Artifact? Indeed. Is this the god they served? It looks really solemn, but a little frightening too. Donde? Where? You mean Thoth? That's Thoth. That's not even a god. That ain't even a god. Ah, now we have to fight.
Can't see?
This may hurt a little.
It's this one. It's this one here.
Yeah. Yeah. Surrender.
Oh. Okay.
Grow.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Nowhere to run.
Where are you? Ah, you're here. Can I just hit the holographic version of you? Will that do something? Kind of?
Committed to memory.
One with the force.
Okay. So move the thing. What's in here? I always hate it when they make the conversations that fast. So do I. Like, man, look, I understand that a lot of players don't even read. But what about people like me, man? What about people like me? So this is the god. Like, that's not even a god. That's Thoth, man. I mean, I think Thoth isn't a god. I don't know, they never properly state what the pillars are, like being-wise. But I doubt they're gods. I always imagine them being more akin to, like, the Jinn. You know, like, they're divine, but they're not gods. I hope you understand what I mean. Like, they're more akin to, like, Jinn or Fae or spirits rather than gods. Is this the device I'm supposed to... Yeah. Do I hit this? Or... I don't think I do. Yeah, there's nothing, like, I mean, you can't move. Oh, I go the other way. Okay. I go this way. Go over here. And go in here. And I open this thing up. Right? Right, that's what I do, right? Or pull the lever. And then open. Or below the sand, and then go all the way back and activate the thing. I am fine with these puzzles, though. If y'all been watching me for a while, you know that I'm too brain dead for any actual puzzle. I just want to keep watching my playable anime. Alright, that's one device done and dusted. I guess we go back, right? The door we came through has been sealed. And I couldn't read the rest. Okay. I saw something. Records of Gurabad, part 3. Part 3? Part 3? Okay, I guess we're reading these out of order then. Alright, fine. Oh man, how long is this? I could see that in the Varka story. Yeah. Okay. We got this, guys. We got this. His Majesty, the Spirit of Victory, has been lax of late in his practice and his faith in King Deshret. The temples and the carvings have not been maintained in some time. As priests, we believe that the shrinking of the oasis, the deterioration of the harvest, and the rise of the brass mask, hearsay, all find their roots in this lapse of faith. Failing in one's faith is tantamount to the failure of morality, and moral rot leads to a nation in chaos. We urge the High Priest to remonstrate with His Majesty in time. Oh yeah, because Deshret was going kind of crazy at this time. They were playing the sad piano music too. As for the dissatisfied citizenry, clergy of all levels should spare more time and effort to teach them to love their neighbor and help to maintain order, rather than pursue these baseless fantasies, to prevent the stirring of trouble from nothing and the destabilization of society. Much of the content in the middle has either become blurred or is missing altogether. Either way, these sections are indecipherable. King Deshret no longer answers to the cries of the High Priest. This bodes ill. Queen Shirin has ceased to be seen at court, and His Majesty does not ask after her whereabouts. Perhaps the folk tales of the Demon Queen may yet be true. Or perhaps it may be possible to exaggerate that title and turn folk gossip into better ends, such as suppressing the spread of the brass mask hearsay. Okay. So a lot of people are not trusting in Deshret much anymore because he's not doing his job because he's too busy being high working on his metaverse project. Okay. What else? What next? Meh? What was that? I saw something else. Oh no, it's the same thing. Okay. Oh, look for another exit. I mean, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. More sand. Hey, bird! It's a bird! Ooh, dangerous. Very dangerous. I just I just walk past? Or do I go down? I guess I go down. Ooh, okay. Okay. Alright. A little bit of a chasm here. Spooky. Really spooky. Water. Wow, though, this is so cool. The water's so clean. Let's make camp here and rest for a bit. Make sure you dry yourself first or you'll dehydrate very quickly once you get in the sun again. Alright, some fungi. We're just gonna... I don't feel like fighting, you guys. I don't feel like fighting the local ecosystem. Who is this? Oh. Oh, it's a puzzle. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna run away. Hey guys. Bye guys. It said that the destruction of the city was not a deed done from without. It fell from the revolt within. Most of the damage was done to the interior. Perhaps it was a slave revolt or a civil war. It was both, I know that. It could be from the work of long years of despairs or Weenut activity. Weenut? I doubt that much at least. Weenut don't care to touch these ruins. And if the elders... Oh my god, stop talking! Stop talking about lore stuff. Man. What are you doing? Ow.
Nowhere to run! One with the forest.
I'm just gonna
The show begins.
bring out Karina's little guys.
Judgment is upon us. Your penance is due!
Ah! Okay. Notice how it was having the effect. Oh, I missed the timing. I missed the timing for his thing. We done? Where is it? Where's the thing? Oh, it's over there. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get my chest. Let me get my chest.
Find anything?
Okay. Let's get moving. Rise. Oh, over there? Oh. Oh. Nah, we're fine. Back at the temple. Next up, let's get the issue of the large device in center. How are you not dizzy from all this looping around? I'm an adventurer, that's what I do. Right. Next one. Okay, actually, first.
Strike a pose!
Wait, let me heal them up a little bit. Where do we go next? I guess we... Huh. So we already went through that door. I need to heal my children. Or actually, okay. Or do I end the quest, or do I end it here? Because I just looked at the time and I'm like, ooh, you know, what if I end it here? Maybe I will, actually. I mean, my intention was always to just kind of like start the quest, not to like fully play it. So I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. We're gonna stop here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let me just collect all of my little collectibles. All the little stuff. I already played this. Thank you. I'll do you guys another time. Hi, Nikki. That it?
Good deeds.
Anything else?
Bad.
Anything else? Commissions? Thank you. Alright, is that it?
In the
Is that
end,
all? More?
all will be placed
I know that these are supposed to be like dopamine hits or whatever, but like I honestly find them super tedious. I find them so tedious, like honestly. Like, oh yeah, it's the, okay. Alright. That's it. What achievements did I get? Absolutely none. Alright then. Infinite Void it is. Back to the little screen. So let's, oh, whoops. So let's talk about everything we learned today. Okay, so let's ignore Golden Slumber Part 2 for a hot minute, okay? Because honestly, that would probably be more so for next stream. Yeah, probably for that. Okay, so, definitely like a little teeny tiny bit more. Unfortunately, Pantalone didn't seem to appear too much. Which kind of sucks. He appeared like twice. So the thumbnail is a bit odd. And I do apologize for that. See, it's so hard, cause the like YouTuber in me obviously wants the thumbnail and the title to, oh, hello? Did I miss comments? Why am I missing comments now? What is going on? I'm sorry. I said that sarcastically. No, like I genuinely mean it. I'm sorry. What? Thoughts set, oh, that's set, they don't see him as a god. Thought says they don't see him as a god. Well, I mean, he isn't, is he? I never saw the pillars as gods. I never thought of them as such. They definitely felt a lot more like, I mean, like I mentioned, they feel a lot more like Jinn or like, angels, where they're divine beings, but they're not gods, not like in that type of sense. That's kind of how I always saw them. I think that was it. I think that was the only one I missed, actually. Yeah. Just... Okay. But back to what I was saying. As I mentioned, not too much lore stuff per se going on in this quest, but yeah, I guess it was just more story. I guess we're just doing more build up, which isn't a bad thing, obviously. It isn't a bad thing at all. Not every quest needs to be jam-packed with lore to be good. And as I mentioned for like the bajillionth time, like even if this isn't the end of Sumeru, there is a finality to it. There's definitely an air of finality, even if it's not the end of it, because like everything is coming together. I'm half expecting Dunyarzad to appear, you know what I mean? I'm half expecting her to appear. We already mentioned Candace. So somebody says hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we already mentioned Candace, so like, you know, oh man, there's, what others? Oh, just hello, okay. So, yeah, and so and so like, it makes complete sense why this story wouldn't be so focused on the lore per se, because like, I guess it does have the expectation that you know most of it, especially with the whole Jet thing. It's definitely coming with that expectation. You know, it's like, you know, maybe not the whole story, but you know most of the story. You know most of what Sumeru is. Let's finish it. And if not finish it, let's be close to finishing it, right? So the lack of lore I don't think is anything bad at all to say. Yeah, I don't think I have too much to say about like the story side of it. I guess it's just, we're just kind of continuing on with the mission, I guess. The Irminsul's still messed up, the Jinn are still attacking, we got to chat with Lilupar said a couple things, and then the Jinn stopped attacking. I kind of wish we did a little more with that, actually. That felt a little bit like it kind of felt like, what was the point of the Jinn attacking, but like, sure, fine, whatever. Like, they're not that important, I get it. And like, us meeting with Jet, and Jet basically giving us an epilogue to the quest I ended up playing at the end was a bit silly, but man, this isn't necessarily a critique of this Sumeru quest specifically. It's more so just a critique of Genshin's storytelling in general, because I have like a love-hate relationship with it, with the Archon Quest, World Quest, Story Quest, Limited Event Quest, because on one hand, I love it because it's using the fact that it is a video game to its full potential. You know, like, instead of it being limited to a certain number of episodes in a TV show, instead of being limited in a certain time, like, it lets you, with the exception of the limited time events, it lets you experience the story and experience the characters in your own time while exploring the map. On one hand, I really love that because it makes the world feel so much more lived in. Because, yeah, it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't know everything about a certain character while you're trying to save the world. It makes sense that that in the time in between you get to spend more time with them. That makes sense. But, however, because Genshin, and let's admit it to ourselves, Genshin is a story focused game. Like, let's just admit that to ourselves. You know, that's the reason why I'm playing. But because it is very narrative driven, because of that, it expects you to play or to know about the outside information, like what's going on right now, or heck, even what's going on with Nodcry, right? What's going on with Nodcry expects you to know who is Scaramouche, who is Durin, where they came from, their histories, to fully understand the weight of what is going on with these characters, right? And like I said, on one hand, I love it, but on the other hand, it is a detriment to the overall story, you know? Because, people who missed the Albedo events, or people who missed the Simulanka event, like I did, I missed that event, are suddenly missing, vital, really crucial character details, and especially with the Durin thing, right? I know what's going on, I know what's up with his story, but I didn't experience it for myself, so I don't have, I guess, that emotional connection, so to say, right? And yeah, there's that. Kale, I think for Sumeru specifically, is a pretty good example, I think. I mentioned this a little bit in the previous stream, but Kale is a character older than the game itself. Kale was introduced in the 2018 Genshin Impact webcomic. 2018! That was 2 years before the game came out. And it's a character that we wouldn't see until Sumeru. And, in the webcomic, Kale is a completely different character. Kale is this bitter, angry girl at the world who hates the world because of what they did to her. Because this girl was born with Elazar, and her parents gave her to a doctor, which was Dottore. Well, gave her to a doctor that was affiliated with Dottore, hoping that she'd get better, and they just ended up experimenting on her. And when her parents tried to get her back, they killed her parents. And she was injected with Archon residue, or how I like to call it, dead god juice. And she eventually escaped and roamed the wilderness until she wound up in Mondstadt. And, she fights Kaya, and while she's fighting Kaya, she, literally looks at him and says, "Can you please kill me?" And Kaya, stops, and, she's a different character is what I'm trying to say. She's just this, angry girl. And then Amber decides to, take her in a little bit, take her to a festival, and try to get her to open up. Because, Kale's a shy girl, but it's not that she's just shy. It's just that she just doesn't trust people at all. And she reacts by being hostile. And during a magic trick in a festival, she's locked in a box. Well, not locked, but she's in a box. And she just straight up has a panic attack, basically. And there's basically a lot of stuff's going on until Lisa calls Sino from the academia, and then Sino is like, Amber being best girl, yes, 100%. And like Lisa calls Sino meets Kale, and Sino is not a jokester in this comic, by the way. Like, he's pretty serious throughout. And Sino basically says, I know of a way to seal this dark power inside of you. However, you can never awaken it again because it would kill you. And Kale's like, that's okay, I'll do it. And then they do it. And then Kale was so like inspired by what Sino did, she decided to follow him. And although the webcomic never states it, they do state in Sumeru that Sino kind of dropped her off with Dignari. Because they already knew each other, they were already friends. So, okay, so I'm explaining all of this to you guys because that was the only perception I had of Kale for the first, like, what was it, like 3 years of Genshin, like before Kale even came out. That was my perception of who she was. Like maybe she wasn't going to be this like bitter, angry girl anymore, but definitely kind of cynical, definitely kind of like about life, you know? Or at the very least, still very distrusting of things. So imagine my surprise when I get confronted with a bubbly, cute anime girl. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I didn't like it. I did not like Kale at first, because I was like, who is this? Who are you? This isn't Kale. This wasn't the Kale I was promised. I grew to love her after a little bit, but it still is a little jarring. There's still that teeny tiny part of me that still wishes that there was a little bit more of this like cynicism in her. And Teku says, it is funny that Sino said, yeah, come with me and I'll help. The moment they step in Sumeru in front of Tignari, he's like, yeah, he's your tutor now, bye. I do think that is really funny, yeah. But, so yeah, there's that, right? And at the start of Sumeru, we meet up with Kale, we're being friends with her, and, like, Paimon says something that causes Kale to just freak out. And then Tignari has to go up to us and be like, look, Kale's been through a lot of stuff. And then he basically spells out her entire backstory, which I didn't like too much either, because I'm like, wow, okay, we're just going to, like, this guy is just going to talk to me for like 10 minutes about her backstory, instead of, I don't know, having a flashback or something, but this, whatever. Especially since it's stuff that you already know from the webcomic, but anyway. So, I'm not saying that, like, it's not that Sumeru expected you to know Kale's backstory. That's why Tignari went on a whole spiel about it. But, like, for people who read the webcomic, she was clearly supposed to be a character that you're supposed to go, hey, I know her. And, like, and so here's now, right, where Nicole is talking to Kale, and Kale is like, why me? Why did you choose me, basically, to be like the start of the story, essentially. And Nicole says, it probably has to do with that thing that's inside of you, but we can't talk about it out loud. And it's like, that's the Archon residue, that's the thing that's in her, that's like the experimentation stuff. It better be, by the way, like, it better be. I'm just hoping it is, because like I'd actually flip if it wasn't that. And like, I don't know, it's this weird thing where it's like, the fact that they are explaining it is obvious that they don't expect all of the players to know, but it's still framed as, hey, wink wink, nudge nudge, here's that thing that we talked about like 7 years ago. Now it comes the payoff, 3 years since Sumeru, late, but but hey, no never, that's true. And like I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. It's definitely a weird feeling. 'Cause like, it's like they expect you to know, but not at the same time. It's weird. It's very weird. And I don't think that's necessarily the fault of the writers specifically. I think it's more just a symptom of the story being told in such a fragmented way, where it's like, we need to excite the fans that know about her story, but explain it in detail for the people that don't know her story. And it just comes off as like kind of awkward, and it would have been better if they just presented her story years ago. You know? So it's, I don't know. It's something. And it's not just Kale, it's the Golden Slumber thing as well. Except I think a little worse, actually, where obviously because it is a world quest, they expect a decent amount of the player base to already play it. But it is the issue of, like, they're world quests, they're not voiced. And even though some of these world quests are some of the best content Genshin ever has, okay, Remuria, the Natlan Little One quest, even the even the Temple of Space are like peak Genshin sometimes. Like, at times this is peak. But because it's not voiced, it's naturally unattractive to most of the player base. And so it does feel kind of weird that they set this up with the expectation that most players already know what this is. Same thing with the limited events. They're limited. And so because of that, not every player is going to play it. And yet they're bringing it up as if it was super important. It's like, yeah. I feel like I'm complaining a lot. I really feel like I am. But like, I'm complaining because I love this game, okay? I mean, that's why all of us Genshin fans are complaining a lot. Because we absolutely love this game, and I adore the world and the story and the characters, and it's a weird situation because, I mean, like I mentioned, I don't think this is necessarily the fault of the writers that are writing this current event. I think they're doing the best they can to what they have been dealt with. And one thing I really do appreciate is that the devs do acknowledge that they kind of dug themselves in a hole. That was the entire point of Nodcry. The entire reason they made Nodcry last minute was because the lore, and not only just the lore, the story they were telling just became so complex, I guess, that it's not ready for Snezhnaya. And I really do appreciate them saying that. And so I do think that they're trying to do their best with what they currently have. But because they acknowledge it. It's the closer we're getting to endgame, the more the fragmented storytelling really is starting to show. It didn't show much in the past because we were technically in the build-up stage. And nobody really knew what was important and what wasn't. And here we are being like, this was important and that was important. Oh, you didn't play it? Here, we're going to have a long piece of text explaining it to you. You know, it's, yeah, oh no. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation because it's like, I could critique it up and down, but like, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, the manga was done way back in 2018. You know, the world quests were done like, what, 3-4 years ago now? There's not much the devs can really do now other than just patch it. Which, I mean, yeah, that's what they said they'd do, and that is what they're doing. I see that they are doing that. That's probably why they even had a return to Sumeru in the first place. And the music just shut off, didn't it? I've been talking for way too long. Yes, I have 100%. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Complaining aside, let me try to sit back. Hey, the little Nicole and Nefer interaction was really cute. I love Nefer being a total tsundere to Sumeru. With a lot of depth, of course. Like, Nefer has a lot of reasons as to why she doesn't like Sumeru. But, I mean, as I mentioned, just from, like, her design and the objects she has around her business, it's really clear that, although she had a really bad experience in Sumeru, she does still hold a love for her homeland. Even if it wasn't the life specifically that she led. And I love that Nicole does a little nudge, a little push of guidance. Oh, it doesn't work? Let me try it again. That was really sweet. That was really cute. But the final thing, I guess, that was on my mind that I wanted to talk about was Nicole's tiny little backstory, I guess. Well, not backstory, but little thing that she mentions with Nefer, where she mentions that, like, let's put it this way. Before the War of Funerary Flame, life was boring. It was very boring, and she took that life for granted until, you know, until, like, her whole people died. And she's like, you know, the world now is so much more interesting. But nevertheless, like, it just caused me to miss the old life even more. So, I don't know if I've mentioned this too much on stream. No, I have. I have mentioned it a couple times on stream. I just don't remember, like, when. But, oh, here's Peppermint Life talking about the heavenly principles again. Oh my gosh. And the primordial civilization. Buckle in, kids. Just lower the volume a little bit. Okay, so, one factoid that I can't get off of my mind, okay? A factoid that I, like, can't remove from my head about HP's character, and is actually, and it's actually the core reason as to why, like, I don't find HP to be evil, you know, not good, but not evil either, is this very specific fact that is mentioned in Before Sun and Moon, which is the fact that the primordial civilization was basically heaven on earth. Every person in the lore talks about the heavenly principles. Yeah. But it's the fact that before the War of Funerary Flame, the primordial civilization was basically heaven on earth, right? Like, how they describe it was... It was something along the lines of, if the people were hungry, HP would give them food. If the people were poor, HP would give them wealth. If the people were sad, HP would cure their melancholy with their voice. And if the people were lost about their place in the world, that's what the angels were for. The angels were there to guide them. And it's not to a specific direction. Nicole says it herself. It's to guide them to their, like, heart's desires. It's to guide them in what they, like, want in life. It was a heaven on earth, like, at least how it's described, obviously. It was perfect, right? And, or at least it's described that way. I do need to emphasize that. But the fact that the people even saw the heavenly principles that way in the first place, instead of, you know, how basically every character sees them now as kind of like, right? And yeah, however, I forgot, I think it's one of the circlets. I think it's one of the elemental circlets that mentions that this era of peace, basically, this perfect era, this primordial civilization, lasted for, and I do quote, countless generations. It lasted for so long, they themselves don't even know. Until one day, they started to seek things not promised to them by the gods, which is, I think that's supposed to imply it's the Abyss. They started to seek things not promised to them by the gods. And this was also during the rebellion of, like, the first angel, and I forgot his name. Saralinen? I think it was. I think it was Saralinen. I forgot. The rebellion with the first angel against HP, where one of the limitations that the angels had wasn't necessarily that they couldn't fall in love. That wasn't the rule. It was that they had to love everyone equally, which obviously falling in love would mean that you are directing a lot of your affection to one specific being instead of everyone equally. It's, yeah. So it's basically like angels aren't allowed to fall in love, but it's not necessarily because, like, oh, you just can't. It's like, you need to treat everyone absolutely, because that's what you're made for. That is your purpose. That's why you were crafted. You were created to help all of humanity. And if you focus all of your attention on one, it's unequal. It's unjust, right? And like essentially what I'm trying to say is that they got bored. And maybe that's why they were starting to seek things. No favoritism, literally. And maybe that's why humanity started to seek things from the gods. Because they were bored. Because when you have everything given to you on a silver platter, you're naturally going to seek some sort of excitement in your life. Some sort of something. You're gonna want to seek something, which is probably why humanity even started tinkering with the abyss in the first place. You know, why they started this rebellion. Okay, the rebellion was because the first angel couldn't, like, had that limitation that she couldn't fall in love. But obviously, like I doubt that all of the rebellion was specifically for that. And so I absolutely love it that I guess my suspicion, because the fact that humanity was bored, or just the fact that the beings were bored, was kind of a headcanon of mine, I will admit. To be fair, it was done through pretty obvious implication. This is basically paradise. It lasted forever. People started seeking things. There was a rebellion. And yeah, there was a rebellion. The abyss leaked in. Nibelung came back. War funerary flame. Everything was destroyed and it had to be reset. And so I kind of had like the inkling of like, it was heaven on earth, but it was boring. Because everything was so perfect. And so I do really like it that Nicole pretty much confirmed it. She pretty much confirmed it. Like, forget humanity. Like, even for the angels, it was boring. You know? Because, like, yes, your purpose in life is to guide humanity. But I imagine it would be hard to guide humanity when humanity is already living perfectly to begin with. And she even mentions it. You know? It's like petty little relationships. The odd little squabble here and there. But it wasn't anything real. It wasn't, like, broken people that I have to fix, I guess. It wasn't what Nefer was going through. Now obviously, like, Nicole isn't saying, like, I prefer the world as it is now. In fact, I miss how the world used to be because everything was so fine. But my god, the present sure is interesting. It's like, I may prefer what my life used to be. Or, yeah. Or, maybe not prefer. I guess it's just miss it. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that completely. Let me rephrase everything that I just said. I think it's more so that my life now is so much more than what it used to be, and because of that, I really miss it, I think. Maybe it's not necessarily that Nicole prefers her old life, but the fact that her life has become more chaotic makes her miss when everything was so much more stable. It's good entertainment. It is good entertainment. And, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just really like that. I like that idea. I like this, like, subtle thing that Genshin is doing with the primordial civilization. With this idea of, like everyone is shitting on HP for kind of sucking. Because they do, okay? They do. I need to stress this because I feel like people are going to be like, oh, so you're saying that HP never did anything wrong? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that HP isn't the bad guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think HP necessarily is the problem, necessarily. I think HP is just a symptom of an even bigger problem that's going on in the universe. But anywho, my brain just like, bleh, for a moment. Yeah, I'm back. It's this, I don't know, I find it really interesting how, like, most of the characters are like, HP sucks. I wish HP was better. Okay, none of them say that, but, like, you know, that's what you think, right? Like, if only HP was kinder, more forgiving, more just. If only HP, because they are the god of gods, created heaven on earth. Guess what? They did. and it blew up in their face. And it ended up so badly that they had to reset the functions of the world and create a whole new system of gods because they couldn't rule anymore because they were so weakened. Like, goddamn. No wonder HP is paranoid all of the time. No wonder HP takes drastic measures. Because, like, I mean, this is my interpretation, of course. I think HP's straight up traumatized. Like, I created something so beautiful, so perfect, and it and I nearly lost it all because I made it so perfect. Also the Abyss, which has been plaguing other planets outside of Teyvat. Man, it feels like every time I talk about the lore, I start talking about the Heavenly Principles. I really need to make that video about them because, like, I have, like, I don't know, I have, like, my own thoughts and opinions about HP that I feel like a lot of people don't give credit, right? I feel like a lot of people in the fandom just like to be like, HP sucks and that's that. And I'm sitting here being like, okay, but, like, HP, like, has reasons for the reason they act the way they do, okay? I'm not saying that they're good, but I'm not saying that they're evil either. And, oh man, I would burn if I can prevent more burn. Yeah, pretty much. And actually, this leads me to one massive theory about the Heavenly Principles. I'm not going to talk too much about it in this stream because it would take way too long to explain. That probably does deserve its own video. But I do have a theory that everything that's been going on up to this point for the Traveler has all been one massive plan by HP. But yeah. So, okay, I guess that's basically all I wanted to say. If I keep going, I will end up repeating myself. I know I say that every stream. That's actually more so a reminder to myself, not necessarily to you guys. I feel like I have to say it out loud or else, like, it'll just be buried in the back of my mind. Chorus says, they are a major part of the world. They are a major part of the world. They are. Like, Teyvat may have belonged to the dragons, but Teyvat today was entirely made by the Heavenly Principles. Like, the Teyvat of today is the Heavenly Principles. That is their creation. So, yeah. Quick, I have a 10 pull. I pull. I mean, I guess that depends on what characters you're pulling. If it's a character you really want or you think you needed, I guess go right ahead. I tend to be that person that just keeps saving and saving until I end up with someone that I'm like, yeah, I like you. Okay. I've been talking for too long. I'm sounding like a broken record. I said everything I needed to say. Pep did her obligatory criticisms, Pep did her obligatory summary, and of course Pep does her obligatory Heavenly Principles talk. So I think that is it. Yeah, this talking section has probably gone on for like what, like 20-30 minutes? I need to stop. I need to stop. This stream has been really fun, guys. I am planning on streaming on Wednesday, so like the day after tomorrow, because as I mentioned last week, I know that this quest is a wee bit long, and I do kind of want to speed through it. Well, not speed through it, but I want to finish it. You know what I mean? Everybody else has finished it, and I don't want to do what I did with Nodcry, where I took literal months to finish it. Like, I know Nodcry was long, because it was long, but I don't know if it had to be that long. You know what I mean? So, however, next stream, I think we're just going to be playing Golden Slumber Part 2, because I mean, I literally mentioned this earlier. Man, I mean, we're kind of at the end here. And it kind of feels a bit of a disservice to not play one of the few things Genshin expects out of me that is actually available right there for me to play. Like, I don't have much excuse to play it. So might as well go ahead. So yeah. So I guess that's what we're doing next stream. We're playing Golden Slumber. Whether or not I'll finish it, I'm honestly not sure, but my goal is to kind of sort of low-key speed past it. Not necessarily because I want to, like, speedrun it per se, but more so like, I mean, I mentioned this before. I know most of like the lore. I know the general gist of the story because the quest is kind of old. And yeah, I'm really just playing it to like complete the Sumeru stuff. And hey, if there's some Deshret lore that never ended up in the wiki, you know, maybe it was worth it the whole time. Alright, but I guess that is it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun as well. Hope you guys, having more context just helps. That is true. That's kind of why I'm playing it. Yep, hope you guys liked the stream. I had a lot of fun. Hope y'all love to hear me ramble way too much about this silly little anime video game. That's my thing, I guess. If it's not making animatics, it's talking about Genshin Impact. And yeah, no, I guess that's basically it. So hopefully, if I have time on Wednesday, which I should, and yeah, no, I guess that's it. Bye.